Here's my favorite Latin American countries I visited as a Black solo female traveler. So the first one I visited solo was Guatemala. The way I'm obsessed with Guatemala. The thing is, I've only been to Antigua, but I went twice and I love it. Like, I just feel like people in Guatemala are so friendly, and like sometimes they looked, but like nobody was staring mean. Like, people were so friendly, and like they would smile at you and like buenas, buenos dias. Like, it was so sweet, and I just love that vibe. Highly, highly recommend, especially Antigua. Like, oh, it's a gem. I'm also obsessed with Colombia. Colombia is magic. Like, that country, like when I visited there, like it exceeded my expectations and then some. Like, it is a country that has literally so much diversity and like the types of things that you can see on your trip. It is incredible. Like, oh my god, even thinking about it, like I was there for 3 weeks and I could barely scratch the surface. Like, it is so amazing. And being solo, tons of solo travelers. Also, racially, it was quite diverse, especially in the big cities. So like I didn't really stick out anywhere except like in the small towns, but even then it wasn't bad. Like, it was so cool. Like, definitely check it out. And last but not least, this is no surprise to anybody, but Brazil. Like, I loved Brazil. Going solo, I was a bit nervous, especially like in Rio and Sao Paulo, but I feel like I didn't stick out. And as long as I practiced normal safety precautions, like, okay, let me not have my phone out in the street like crazy, like I was totally fine. And specifically Salvador, I felt so safe. Like, oh my god, especially because as a Black woman, it was like amazing. Like, I loved it. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend Brazil for solo travelers, especially if like you're a first time solo traveler. But like, I feel like if you are pretty comfortable solo traveling, and especially if you speak Portuguese, you will be just fine. Like, I think you have nothing to worry about. Otherwise, you might have to be more careful.